This is Josh.
This is Zeke.
Today I'm playing Donkey Kong Country. Maybe. Okay. I thought it froze.
There's the original DK.
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong. This game was originally released for the SNES, correct?
Yes.
From what I've heard, people really liked this game. They liked it enough that Nintendo made a couple sequels to it, and then they revived the series again
On the Wii.
with Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Mm.
Then they released Tropical Freeze, and now people are hoping that they're going to release a Donkey Kong Country 6 of some sort.
Yeah. We talked about that earlier this week in our predictions for E3. Tell us whether or not we were right about that in the comments.
Yeah. Even though there's a two-player option, we're just gonna let Josh play this solo. As far as I know, neither of us have ever played a Donkey Kong Country game.
Nope. Okay, so B is jump. A is nothing.
I'm sure A is something.
Y is roll. I'm just gonna roll for the whole level.
I don't think we have time for that. That would be Diddy.
Oh, hey. Hey, little buddy.
And I don't know how you switch to him, but I know he's an extra life.
You hit A.
Hey, okay.
Oh, that's the move from Smash.
Yeah. That's his dash attack, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you just lost Donkey Kong. And now if you get hit, you die. Has our Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke already gone up?
Yes.
Have both episodes already gone up?
No.
Okay. Might not want to get too attached to our team. But
I'll get DK back somewhere.
I think you hit a Donkey Kong barrel.
Do we get to ride the Rhino?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta jump. Yeah. Josh isn't careful, then Donkey and Diddy will end up like some of our poor Pokemon friends.
There was a barrel.
That's not a Donkey Kong barrel, though. Did you miss the K in Kong?
Where?
I don't know, I just noticed that you've got the rest of the word.
Oh, I guess so.
Well.
Alright, that wasn't too
Looks like
bad.
Okay. All that aside, SNES, surprisingly, very good graphics. I think that's something that's fairly consistent with most SNES games. A lot of NES games don't age too well, right?
Right.
You think about the original Mario Bros. It's charming, it's great because everyone loves it, but let's be honest, it doesn't look very good. However, SNES games, say Super Mario World, they look great. The art style is timeless, I believe that's the word.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an art style that people still like to emulate.
Did I just die?
Yeah, you rolled off the level.
Oh. I can barely see this one.
This is dark. Just died again.
Yeah. I keep hitting the wrong button to jump. I've only got one life left.
Well, if you have to restart, you have to restart.
Oh, jump
There's
on
a
top.
rope there.
Aha, that's what I missed last time.
And you jump onto those trees because there's bananas. time being able to climb up higher. Yeah. This game was the introduction of King K. Rool, right?
Maybe.
I guess we'll find out at the end. But
I mean, I know he's in this. I just don't know if it was his first appearance.
I can't think of a game where he would have appeared first.
Why are there bananas down there if I can't get them?
I think you could probably fly with some sort of animal mount. Now, you are almost out of lives, it looks like.
Yeah. Do I have a 0 life?
That was your 0 life.
Oh.
Well,
Thanks for coming, everybody.
I guess K. Rool gets his bananas. There's Cranky Kong, the original. Did you not even get to save?
Nope.
Well, I guess you can just rush through jungle hijinks. Try and find that K you missed last time. There it is. Well, you missed the Donkey Kong barrel.
Oh.
So, in this game, with the way you respawn your people is you hit a barrel. It says DK on it, and I believe Diddy and Donkey are the only ones in this game.
Yeah.
In later games, you will have people such as Dixie Kong,
And Kitty Kong.
Kitty Kong, and in the later entries, you've got Funky Kong, you've got Cranky Kong. I'm sure there's someone else.
Well,
He's dancing because he got all the K. He got Kong. So Godzilla versus Kong.
good movie.
Not a great plot, but who cares about plot? It's a monster movie.
I was rolling.
How many times have you said that in Smash?
So many times.
It appears that you can take a Mario approach. You don't need the letters. I don't even know what they do.
Diddy.
Do you-
Diddy? Come here, buddy.
This game was followed up very quickly, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
If it was during the SNES's lifespan,
I fell again at the
Got it.
same spot.
must have gotten a sequel fairly quickly. I know the N64 had Donkey Kong 64,
Which is technically a Donkey Kong Country game. It was made by Rare.
right? Developed by Rare, and it's a collectathon like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yep. Just give me an extra life since I have both of them.
I don't know.
If I can pick it up. No, it wasn't down
Didn't do
there.
anything. This game came out in 1994. And its sequel came out 1 year later, in 1995. So Rare followed this up very quickly. I would guess they used the same models, probably.
They probably reused some assets, yeah.
They were able to make a beloved platformer in a very short amount of time. Donkey Kong before this, of course, was an enemy. He was a villain. Stood on top of the construction structure, stopped Mario from saving his girlfriend, all that stuff.
Good job.
From this point forward, it appears that Donkey Kong is a good guy, or at least an anti-hero of sorts. He's never really evil again. He's very focused on his banana hoard, though. That's the plot of this game, isn't it? He's trying to get his bananas back from King K. Rool.
I know that's DK64. I'm not sure about this one.
Giving Josh a little gamer focus time. Do you want to try to get quiet?
Nah, that's okay.
Okay. Well, we can get past the first two levels.
Maybe.
So, the age-old question: who would win in a fight? A gorilla or a bear?
Based on this game, not a gorilla.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, and the arguments for both sides are fair. However, there is a clear answer. 9 times out of 10, the bear would win.
Why?
Well, as strong as gorillas are, and the reason the question is even asked is because we perceive gorillas as a very strong beast. However, they're not strong in comparison to a bear. On average, a bear is something like 8 feet tall, maybe. Throw a number out there. Let's say an American grizzly, 8 feet tall on his hind legs, pure muscle. Absolutely no way comparable to a gorilla. Gorillas are maybe 6 feet tall, 5 feet tall, and they are also pure muscle. And one would think, well, the force that a gorilla can exert, maybe it can get off a few good shots. However, bears also have a thick layer of protective fat. If you think about when people talk about bear defense in the wild, it doesn't matter if you have a gun. You don't shoot a bear because it's useless. At least not with a pistol. Now, as strong as gorillas are, they cannot put out the amount of force that a pistol can put out. If gorillas were smarter, which I'm not saying that they're not, but they don't have the level of intelligence necessary to be able to strategize. That might be a good way to say it. The bears are just so much stronger. Because of this, it doesn't seem very likely that a gorilla would defeat a bear. They don't live in the same area, though. And that may be a reason that we ask the question. Because we don't have them in an area where they would do that very often. Same thing with lions and tigers, right?
Yeah.
The lion generally stays in Africa, while the tiger, I believe, is mostly in India, in parts of Asia. So, because of this, we don't really see lions and tigers interact too much in the wild. Of course, it's become fairly common knowledge at this point that tigers would defeat lions in a one-on-one. However, lions, because of their social structure, would win long-term because they have a pack to rely on. And, of course, family structure, pack hunting is one of the best survival techniques. That brings us back to gorilla versus bear. Gorillas also have a very strong social structure. So that brings up the question, if the gorillas are in their social structure, if they're in their family structure, do they suddenly get more powerful?
I can see.
If they do, if that social structure is strong enough to merit having a greater chance, then we can say yes. However, we could also make an argument for the grizzly. Mama bears are known to be very, very ferocious. So, that was an interesting interaction. If you add in a mother bear's cub, then suddenly the gorilla stands no chance whatsoever. So what just happened? I wasn't paying attention.
I said I have to take a leap of faith to find Winky in the cavern. So at some point I'm going to have to jump off a ledge, and instead if I jump on 8 consecutive baddies, I get an extra life.
That'd probably be a good thing. This is a bonus stage.
Yep.
Cool.
You saw where I found the bonus stage in the first level, right?
Yeah. You hit the wall with the rhino. Now, by consecutive, does it mean like Mario,
I don't know.
where you have to be in the same jump, or did it just mean in a row?
I'm not sure.
What do those star barrels do?
I have no idea.
Are they giving you more lives?
That'd be nice.
Oh, it's a checkpoint. Okay, you can't jump on them.
I realized that. I was trying to jump over him.
Ah. Maybe these are the murder hornets that happened in 2020. You remember that?
I do. DK, my buddy.
I don't remember what happened with that.
Basically nothing.
Ooh,
I don't think I can jump on them either.
murder snakes. Danger doodles. Now we got... That enemy seems... What's the... Do you remember in the subspace, the tack things that were just kind of there so you couldn't go places? That seems to be what the role that those fill.
I'm not very good at this.
We should probably make a note that not only are we not very good at games, but we've also switched genres. I am generally a platformer. Josh is generally a puzzle player. So by switching up the genre that we're playing, we are naturally making ourselves worse.
Now I do like 2D platformers. I'm just not very good at them.
Right. You don't have to kill him. One of the interesting things about a lot of games is oftentimes the best option is to just leave the enemies alone. We see something similar in A Link to the Past, where you could go in and kill every enemy, but because of the way the combat works, that's maybe not the best idea. Are you able to save after you defeat levels?
I don't think so.
I think we should try and figure out a way so we don't have to start at the beginning every time.
It's an SNES game. That was the way things were. Or I'm just stupid.
Well, you've got save file. You've got save files, so you have to be able to save. Maybe it's at the end of every world. I don't know.
There's no buffer system.
No buffer. Of course, this wouldn't have been a problem back in the good old days, but now that we have more modern and I would say better controls, it's more difficult to go back to the old styles. There is a place to save in every world. It is a Candy's save point.
We weren't there yet.
We're not there yet. When we do make it there, you just got an extra life from that. When we do make it there, we will be able to not start at the beginning every time.
That would be nice if I ever make it there.
This is a level you couldn't see him before, right?
Yep. There's first life going. Buffer to jump, I promise.
I believe we've explained what a buffer is before.
The melee goes up tonight.
Okay, then let's go ahead and talk about it very quickly. Buffering in a game is when you press a button and the input gets put in, and then it takes place later. In older games, buffers did not exist. In this game, buffers do not exist. If you press the A button in the middle of a jump, you will not jump. In a later game, that would not be the case. In a later game, you would be able to press the jump button, and then you would buffer a jump. It doesn't have to be as precise. Neither one is really better per se, but buffered controls are the modern control method. There's not a modern game I can think of that doesn't have a buffer. And it doesn't make a game easier and it doesn't make a game harder. It's just different. It can make it difficult to go back to some of these old games.
Okay, those are checkpoints. They're confetti barrels.
Ruby Rampage. We know that you can beat this level because you did. So we just have to replicate.
I would like to leave this level with lives.
Are those armadillos?
I think so. I don't know how to kill that one.
Might want to just jump on it.
I can't jump fast enough.
Have you ever heard of pre-firing?
No.
That's in a shooter game when you've got like a map. So instead of just shooting them when you see them, you'll start shooting before you go around the corner. It's called pre-firing. Maybe you can do something like that. With that
Well, I can't
armadillo.
jump fast enough after I land.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't buffer a jump.
Do you know what the rhino's name is?
I don't off the top of my head. Saw below. Where'd it go?
I did too. I think it was to the left. Maybe it floated away. Or it's on top of those trees.
I guess it floated away. Unfortunate, because that's an extra life.
Oh yeah, your lives counter. That's a balloon too. Oh, there it is. And it's gone. So it floats away if you
As
don't
soon
go
as you
fast
see it.
enough. Well, let's give this a few more tries.
I hit A to jump. A is not the jump button.
B's the jump button, right?
Yeah.
Are you able to jump on the barrel instead of picking it up?
Nope.
I believe it would be beneficial if there was a way to break the barrels without picking them up. So you can't attack in the air, correct?
Correct.
Now you're a rhino. And that you find the secret and you just go through the rest of the stage, right?
Yeah.
This purple cave reminds me of the Caves and Cliffs update, which came out this week.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Which actually doesn't have anything with caves and cliffs. It's all the new mobs and blocks, but the caves and cliffs themselves are coming later this year.
Well, the cave generation system did get released. At least part of it. So you can find the amethyst caverns and stuff like that. You can find copper and all that. So in a sense it was released, but we don't have everything yet.
Yeah.
That released Tuesday, I think. That sounds like it may potentially be correct. I think you're almost to your armadillo friend.
Yeah.
Why are there bananas down there?
Don't know. Is there a barrel down there?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go down there and find out.
Why didn't you spawn at your checkpoint?
Good question.
Maybe you didn't grab one, I just thought you did. It'd probably be a good idea to grab your Donkey Kong barrel. That's not it.
There's no barrel.
That's not it.
Oh.
Now, they really had a good thing going with the naming conventions in Donkey Kong. Because they have the DK barrels. That works for Donkey Kong, that works for Diddy Kong, that works for Dixie Kong. But then they decided to name characters Funky Kong and Cranky Kong. That's still not it.
I wasn't trying to jump down that time, I just missed.
So now the DK barrels, because they named their playable characters such things, their barrels are no longer the correct name. That was a interesting design choice, but I guess they didn't really have anything else to name Cranky Kong. I think they could have named Funky Kong Dude Kong. That might have worked. Probably is a barrel down there of some sort, but I don't think it's worth looking for.
There's a checkpoint.
Hey. This is your armadillo, ain't it?
Yeah. Right there. That's it. You can't turn around and attack fast enough. Alright.
We're gonna call it there. I'm Zeke.
And I'm Josh.
Signing off.